morning. I'm here on Lake Assunpink with the mighty TW200. And this is right on the Trans-New Jersey Trail, right where it starts to get into the Pine Barrens and all the sandy sections. So we're gonna go find out how well this TW does in the sand, and I've heard it does quite well. The Trans-New Jersey Trail goes from High Point State Park to the very tip of Cape May. But today I'm riding the middle bit, with most of the sandy bits from Lake Assunpink to Atsun. Lake Assunpink has some nice little packed trails that meander along the water's edge.
Alright, that first bit was pretty well packed, but this section's usually a fair bit sandier. But it was clearly wet last night. This is actually really nice conditions. What a beautiful morning though. It happens to be the 4th of July, Independence Day in the United States. And it's cool. It was 60 something in the morning, and the high is low 80s, and it seems like the humidity's gone way down from last week, so I'm well pleased. It's a beautiful day to be out riding. This is such a beautiful little forest trail. Ooh. There's not a lot of suspension travel. You're gonna have to stand up for bumps, and they are awfully hard to see in this dappled light right now. So to the right there, Six Flags Great Adventure, and you used to be able to see zebras and giraffes and stuff through there, and they had a drive-through safari exhibit. Doesn't terribly look like there's much going on right now. No animals. There's hay in the feeder. Horned creatures in there. Antelope. Sort of yurt. That's new.
The poor man's safari is definitely not as good as it used to be. You can't even drive your own car in there anymore, although I suppose that's a benefit to the animals.
Oh, feels a little more promising. Oh, this is pretty cool. I don't know if the sand is in really good shape, but man, the TW just happy to, don't need to stand up in the sand, it's just happy to float right over it. It's a very relaxed sand experience. This is fun. This is super fun. Which way? Straight ahead. People give New Jersey a lot of grief, but it's pretty beautiful, isn't it? This is awesome. Go, little TW, go. Everything feels pretty low stakes. Wiggling a little bit, the looser stuff, but I don't even need to stand up. I can be so lazy. Not getting anywhere in any record time, but I can just go explore. What a cool little bike. Oh, look at this lake. Check it out. Alright, more sandy roads. Oh, this is beautiful. Awesome 2-track. I've never been on this part before, I don't think. Thank you, Trans-New Jersey Trail. This must have been added since the tiny deer. I rode this, or bits of this, quite a bit when I was first riding the KLR 650. They've done a fair amount of rerouting in the last 10 years due to road closures and stuff becoming impassable. What a little track. See, I had explored, or thought I had explored, most of what the Trans-New Jersey Trail had to offer, but it's always good to keep looking at new iterations and keep an open mind and look for new roads to ride. Otherwise you get stuck in a rut and miss out on gems like this. Oh,
shoot.
Don't have the suspension to not look where I'm going. And I'm a little big to stand up on this all the time. Or it's a little cramped to stand up on. But maybe the point of this bike is to ride a little slower and just enjoy the scenery, enjoy these beautiful woods here. Alright, onto the highway. Gotta give it the full beat. Back onto the sand. Ah. Alright, this sand is a little bit softer. So you do have to stand up when it gets a little bit softer, or I do at least, to feel less sketchy. Has been raining. Hopefully there aren't any TWs swallowing puddles down here. As I was saying. Yeah. Someone else turned around. That looks kind of nasty. You know what? I know there's a washout up ahead. I wanted to see it, but okay. Backtrack a little bit and get to Pine Barrens, one of my favorite forests. What a fun little machine. On the bypass because I chickened out at the swampy mud puddle. I'm out here to have fun, not to prove anything. And that's what's so great about this bike. You can just explore, have fun. You can turn it around in its own footprint and go see whatever you want to see. Let's go see what I missed. Let's go see what's on the other side. There's a big swamp that this road crosses. I think the culverts got taken out. But maybe it was fixed. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh, that's perfect. Oh man. This is beautiful. This is such a cute little crossing. Whee! Another spectacular little sand road that I've never been on before. Now it's time to go find some fuel for the bike and some fuel for me. And of course, when you're in New Jersey, that happens to be Wawa, especially in South Jersey. Every major crossroads, they have one now. Here we are, most happening spot in all of the land. That's quite pretty. Alright, we have fuel. This beast took all of 1 gallon, and back into the woods we go. Oh boy. Whoops are gonna be a workout on this. But maybe not. You're gonna have to do a lot of squats. That's okay. I need it. My legs need to do all the suspension. These puddles are filled back up. I guess we had enough rain. Whee! Oh boy. Oh. Whoop. Whoop. Oh. Appears to be a left turn here. Yep. Itty bitty foot pegs. No suspension. Still fun. Find a nice place for the famous Wawa sandwich. New Jersey is also known for its cranberry bogs. And this is all part of a town called Whitesbog Village that was founded in the 1800s, and at one point was the largest cranberry farm, I think, in the country. And it's a park now, but I believe to the left there are all still cultivated cranberry bogs. And they are allowing a lot of the other old bogs to sort of revert to nature a little bit, but still have access in between. It's an incredibly beautiful area. Where else do you get to ride on little causeways in between water? Like, how cool is this? None of this is difficult. You could probably do this on most bikes, but it's such a pretty place. I think I'll find somewhere here to get a little shade and eat some lunch. Getting kinda hungry. I think that little beach is mine.
I've got my little log to sit on, a coat rack, and these beautiful cedar. So I got my Wawa hoagie and beautiful view of a lake and a little bit of shade, and I'll see you back on the bike.
More beautiful sandy causeways, awesome cedar trees, some awesome pine needle trails. If you've never ridden on stuff like this, they're just sublime. There's a little more grip than normal sand, and it's just beautiful. Little track through the forest. Just so cool. And there's no one here. Most densely populated state in the country. And you have absolute gems like this. Really a treasure. Such a fun bike. Oh man, this thing has it's way more fun than it has any right to be. I definitely understand the appeal of all the little Hondas and Suzukis and Groms, and I'm awfully happy with this TW. It still has the same small bike feel. It's lightweight, it's physically small, and you can do silly things on it. But you can actually go 55 to get to the places, so you're not completely limited on roads you want to travel. And they're pretty much the same price. It'd be awfully nice if this TW were fuel injected, but I don't know, maybe another 20 years and they'll get there.
I don't think I would have attempted that on the Tenere.
So this is the town of Whitesbog, or Whitesbog Village. They have a little museum here, and you can explore some of these little houses, and they explained that blueberries were sort of successfully cultivated here. The woman who lived here went hiking and walking through the Pine Barrens all over the place to find the best cultivars of blueberries, which she then bred into what you get in the grocery store. Joseph J. White Incorporated since 1857. This must be also part of the White Bog Village cranberry bog. You can see that when not harvesting, they are just fields full of cranberry bushes, and when they want to harvest, they flood all of these little fields, and the cranberries that are ripe float up to the surface, and they have a big paddle that whacks them off. Let me rephrase that. That beats them, no, not beats them off. That detaches them from the plant, and so they can all be harvested on top of the water, and they all float. Pretty cool. And I think the flooding also helps with undesirable other plants. All right, and we're back into Brendan T. Byrne Forest. Oh, just a little bit of deep sand here. Woo! Even handled the panic swerve from the other bike pretty well. Definitely felt it though. I'm off of the route a little bit, but I will happily take 2-track over wide sand road, and I'm sure I can find my way back to the route. Oh. I was gonna say, surely there's a nicer path to take through here, and look at this. How cool is this? How do you not do that? Beautiful. I'll have to do a serious tick check, but...
Future Simon here. I definitely found a couple ticks.
What a cool road. I think these are called speed strips. They make it easy to hunt the deer. Oh, these forests are so cool. And look at the dark bark on the pine trees from the small forest fires and the cleared out brush underneath. I don't know if that's all a lot of blueberry bushes or what, but really cool place to ride around. Yeah, and I think I made the right choice. This road's much more enjoyable than the arrow straight, wide, graded sand road. Those get sort of old after a little while. You need some little twists and turns and gullies and okay. I see why they didn't want to take trucks here. Mud is still slippery on the TW. I think that's the first power slide I've ever done on this. We're in the land of the pygmy pine trees. I don't know if it's due to all the forest fires or the poor soil nutrients, but many of the trees around here are quite a bit shorter. This isn't the shortest thing, but there's sections in there where they're about head high and you can see all over the whole plain, especially from up on a hill. And this surface is really unpredictable. It's quite soft. It looks hard packed, but some of it is very thinky. And the TW needs a little more power in that deep stuff. Or I just need to downshift and not be lazy. Just a little bit washboarded. Have so far ridden 70 miles on the Trans-New Jersey Trail. It's taken all morning. Cranberry bogs in the absolute middle of the forest. There's security on the side of that. I wonder what they're securing. Keep the bears from eating the blueberry bushes, keeping the Jersey Devils safe from History Channel documentaries. I don't know. Oh, Oswego Lake is full today. Holy hell.
That is 10 times more cars than I've ever seen here.
Pretty lake though. So I'm off of the Trans-New Jersey Trail again, on the way to try to find the little historical town of Martha. And there was a furnace there in the 1800s. These roads are so much fun. This says Martha. Little town of Martha. Oh. Foot traffic only.
And this little fenced off area is where they excavated the old kilns and furnaces from Martha and then covered them back up to preserve them for future archaeology. So this is one of the many old bridges crossing the rivers in the Pine Barrens. This is on the Baytona Trail, and no motorcycles are allowed, unfortunately. What a beautiful little spot. Imagine how long this bridge has been here. Across the Oswego River. And this water is actually exceptionally clean, but it looks very red from all the cedar roots and iron ore. Such a cool place. Oh, look at the slats of sun in the water. Very cool. Very, very cool. And the TW is still there. It's a good day.
I'm not really sure what's north of here, but beautiful sandy two-track. Like, really cool. I love this stuff. I still have plenty of gas, because that is a concern on this bike, with its little peanut tank. That was saved by the skin of my teeth. Managed to grind the rear wheel on the edge of the bank. So don't go charging into... This is getting kind of swampy, huh? Don't go charging into blind corners just because there's a little thing to hop over. I'm fairly certain this is a dead-end road, but it looks different going out than coming in, so... Okay. Well, this seems like it's about the end of the road. That way goes into the bombing range. That way goes into the bombing range and ends at a locked gate. So, time to turn around and head on back. Maybe find another couple ghost towns. Being able to turn the TW around in such a small spot makes it an excellent candidate for solo exploring. Oh, and some beautiful, cool breeze on me. Oh, yes. This is a wonderful little detour from the Trans-New Jersey Trail, which I'm obviously not going to finish today. I think I'll make it as far as Atson, or thereabout. It's a little sand machine. Just sort of floats along on top. Whee! It's like surfing the sand. That was just fun. And we're just coming up upon the old company town of Harrisville, which was a Probably, I think it started as like an iron company and furnace, but eventually turned into a glass works and then a paper company. And in a little bit on the right here, we'll get all kinds of canals that were used to power the machinery. And what's cool about Harrisville, there's still the remnants of the paper factory. At least there was last time I was here. The old company town was in the woods on the right here. And see right there, that depression there is the old canal that was used to power all the works. Oh yeah, it's right here. Right here. Very cool. Yeah. Perfect. There, you can see the stone pillars of the old paper factory at Harrisville. Not a lot left. Maybe we can get you can see another little foundation over here. It's all behind a gate. But really cool. Another Pine Barrens bridge. Water to soak in. We got some loose sand. Yes. Yes. This thing is great. You just woo, right over the hump, back and forth all day long. That's so cool. What a good little bike. Swampy. Oh, this is the town of Friendship. And there's a couple cellar holes around here, including a long, big one over there. And they have added more "Don't Go Here" signs because people were driving into the foundation of the old building. This is another cranberry town, and all these bogs were used to harvest cranberries. You know, just as I turn off my camera, I happen across this, which is some sort of river trying to get across. Let's see where... Okay, that's not so deep. Not so bad. That's that. Seems there's been a bit of a flood. Last little sand of today. And there's definitely a little bit of a fire here. I don't know if that was a controlled burn or what. This here is Hampton Furnace. This is an old cranberry packing house right here. And the furnace was down in here. And in these fields, there are a whole bunch of cellar holes. But it's summer, so I'm not wading in there.
If you're interested in reading about or exploring any of these little ghost towns in the Pine Barrens, I highly recommend this book.
And that's about it for today's ride on the Trans-New Jersey Trail. I'm at Route 206, and I think I'll put a little air in the tires. All good.
How do you like that?
It's just stupid fun.
Yeah.
The deep sand is just like, you can just sit down and it just happily goes through it, and
Yeah. We're thinking about getting one.
it's like you need to be patient,
Yeah.
and like I have a Tenere 700,
Okay.
and,
Yeah.
and that's super fun here too, but it's like full commitment.
Right.
And you need to be on it, like, and going pretty quickly to make it work. But this, you just,
So even driving a big bike, it's still fun.
yeah.
So I was thinking after driving something a little bigger, it's still going to be, you know, I'm still going to have fun on it, but I've always wanted one of them damn things.
I mean, you want to ride it up and down the road?
Sure. Yeah, hell yeah. Ride this too. Yeah.
Oh, it's so smooth. This is exactly what I remember. Man, it's like a magic carpet ride compared to the TW.
I quite enjoy the plush, floaty suspension on mid-90s to early 2000s dual sports.
The DRZ is significantly smoother than the TW.
That is sweet. I like it.
This thing's like a magic carpet compared to that.
Yeah. But it's like you just, all you need is, it seems like fifth gear, and it just, as slow as you go, as fast as you go, it's just, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
All right, well, this is the end for real. Had a nice little test ride on a DRZ 400. Not the new one, of course. And I guess there's a reason those are still beloved by many. It's a solid bike. Now we get off the Trans-New Jersey Trail. Trade sand for pavement and lots of cars. I found Mighty Joe. Look at this monster. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all.
Thank you so much for coming along with me, and consider subscribing and sharing if you enjoyed this video. See you next time.